Hey everyone, it's a Phoam Ranger here, another episode of Phoam Ranger Sports. Hope everyone had a great start to the new year of 2026. Happy New Year, everyone. Yeah, this episode we'll start with recapping the men's victory over New Mexico at home on Tuesday night as they beat New Mexico by 9 points, 62 to 53, to advance Broncos to 9-4 in the year. Went and won a conference play and to drop New Mexico to 10-3. Went on a conference play and New Mexico's 7-game win streak. Broncos win at halftime up 2 points. Win the first half 21-19. Broncos scored 41 points second half compared to Mexico's 34. Of note, the Broncos, to start the game, play more to strengths in New Mexico, especially their defense. As Mexico in this game was really good at forcing opponents to settle for threes, and when opponents settle for threes, they're shooting at 30% of blow, and that's exactly what Boise State did. Broncos started 0 for 11 from the game, overall 0 for 9 for 3, and at one point in the first half, New Mexico was out to an 8-0 run. And Broncos didn't get their first buckets until A.J. Netto made 2 free throws with about 8 minutes into the game or something like that. Broncos didn't make their first 3 until Drew Fielder hit one as well, and so it was a bit of a more defensive slugfest throughout the game because the other team really shot the ball too well from deep or overall. And also note, this was Liam Rice's 169th regular season Mountain West Conference dub, which now has him be the all-time winningest head coach in terms of regular season conference wins in Mountain West history, surpassing the legendary Steve Fisher, who previously was the head coach for San Diego State before their current head coach, before San Diego State's head coach took over. Man, his name escapes me, but I could quickly look that up. Because they are also the Broncos' next opponent. Brian Dutcher is their coach. So before Brian Dutcher took over, Steve Fisher was their head coach. He was the legendary. That's why the court is the Steve Fisher court. And so that's pretty cool that Liam Rice got that historical win. 169th career regular season win. Most all time for an active head coach at a Mountain West Conference school. Again, was playing in front of nearly 10,000 fans. In terms of stats, for New Mexico, Tomislav Buljan, number 10, played 24 minutes, was 6 of 11 from the floor, 0 for 2 for 3, 4 7 for charity stripe, 4 offenses, 6 total boards, or 4 offenses, 10 total boards, 4 fouls, 1 assist, 2 turnovers, 1 steal, and 16 points, so he had a double-double. Dayton Aubrey, number 1, played 25 minutes, was 5 11 from the floor, 0 from 3, 2 of 3 for charity stripe, had 6 boards, fouled out, 2 assists, 3 turnovers, 2 steals, and 12 points scored. Antonio Chol, number 5, 33 minutes, 3 of 10 from the floor, 2 of 7 for 3, 2 boards, 2 fouls, 1 turnover on block shot, and 8 points. Luke Haupt, number 3, he played 29 minutes, was 3 of 8 from the floor, 0 from 3, 2 of 3 for charity stripe, 2 offensive, 4 total boards, 2 fouls, 1 assist, 1 turnover, 1 steal, and 8 points. Jake Hall, number 23, 27 minutes, 1 of 10 from the floor, 0 for 7 for 3, 0 for 1 for charity stripe, 5 boards, 2 fouls, and only 2 points scored. From the bench, Jarrell Tenet, number 4, 29 minutes, played 2 of 7 from the floor, 1 of 4 for 3, 2 of 2 for charity stripe, 1 offensive, 3 total boards, 3 fouls, 1 steal, 7 points. The rest of the bench didn't have any points. Alderman 0 for, like J.T. Rock, number 35, 15 minutes, 0 for 4 from the floor, for 2 for 3, 2 offensive, 4 total boards, 4 fouls, 3 blocks. To Javis Miller, number 2, 11 minutes, 0 for 2 from the floor, 2 boards. And number 31, Milos Vicentic, 7 minutes, 0 for 2 from the floor, 0 from 3, 1 foul. They finished with 9 offense with 38 total boards, 23 fouls, 4 assists, 8 turnovers, 4 blocks, 5 steals. In the first 7, the mix was 8 of 30 for the floor for 26.7%, 0 for 12 for 3, and 3 of 4 from charity stripe. In the second half, the mix was 12-35 for 34%, 3 of 13 from beyond the arc for 23%, and 7 of 12 from charity stripe for 58%. Overall, they were 20-65 from the floor for nearly 31%, 3 of 25 for 12% for 3, and 10 of 16 for 63%. So, yeah, that was pretty good defensive showing for the Broncos. New Mexico did have some talented 3-point shooters, and they could only make 3 threes on the game. They had 30 points of bench, 6 points off turnovers, 8 take chance points, 10 fast break points, 7 bench points. There are 3 ties and 5 lead changes in the game. Of note, it was almost 21-17 going to half, but the Bronco defense broke down a little bit as the clock was expiring toward halftime, and they were able to get a layup to make it 21-19. Then to start the second half, the Lobos went on an 11-0 run to take the lead on the Broncos and have a double-digit lead. But the Broncos ultimately started whittling that down with a phenomenal performance from Spencer Arons, a freshman off the bench. He had a great 9, and he led that charge from the bench, and he's getting the game ball for this one. NCAA made some real impactful 3-pointers and real impactful plays in that second half, especially early on after we started taking the momentum back, was because of his play. In terms of Broncos, Drew Fielder played 20 minutes with 4-10 from the floor, 2 of 6 with 3 and 1 and 2 for charity stripe, 2 offensive, 5 total boards, 2 fouls, 1 assist, 1 turnover, and steal, and 11 points. Ender Meadow, 21 minutes, with 2 of 4 from the floor, 0 from 3, 2 of 4 from charity stripe, 1 offensive, 6 total boards, 2 fouls, 1 assist, and only 6 points scored. Honestly, we'd like to see Ender taking some more shots, especially deep ones, because we know that he can be a great 3-point shooter and can do some damage. Dylan Anderson in this game was a bit of a non-factor offensively. At 29 minutes was up for 1 of 8 from the floor, 1 of 5 from 3, and 1 of 2 for charity stripe. 4 boards, 2 assists, 1 turnover, 1 block shot, 2 steals, and 4 points contributed. John Buchanan, 19 minutes, was only 2 of 6 from the floor, 0 for 3 for 3, 3 boards, 1 turnover, block shot, and only 4 points scored. And R.J. Keene, 13 minutes, 0 for 2 from the floor, 0 from 3, 1 offensive, 2 total boards, 2 fouls, 1 assist, 2 turnovers, 2 blocks. From the bench, Spencer Arons, the player of the game, 21 minutes, 5 of 7 from the floor, 2 of 2 from 3, and 0 from charity stripe, 2 offensive, 8 total boards, 2 fouls, 1 assist, 1 turnover, blocked, 1 steal, and 12 points, a team high. Pierce Carmichael off the bench, 31 minutes, 3 of 10 from the floor, a chilly 1 of 8 from 3-point range, 4 of 6 from charity stripe, 5 boards, 2 fouls, 1 steal, and 11 points scored. Edginaldo Neto played 25 minutes, 2 of 4 from the floor, 6 of 8 from charity stripe, including the first 2 points for the Broncos in the game. 2 boards, 4 fouls, 1 assist, 2 turnovers, 1 block, and 10 minutes played. Dominic Perlin played 20 minutes, was 1 of 4 from the floor, 0 for 3 from 3, and 2 of 2 from charity stripe, 2 offensive, 8 total boards, 4 fouls, 1 block shot, and 4 points. And Phoam, as the first half was winding down, he saw a minute of action and was 0 for 1 on a 3-ball, which probably was not the most advised 3-point shot. He also had a board as well. Broncos finished with 8 offensive boards, 48 total boards, 18 fouls, 7 assists, 9 turnovers, 7 block shots, 5 steals. Probably the most blocks the Broncos have had in a game in probably a year or so. In the first set, the Broncos were 7 of 28 from the floor for 25%, 2 of 17 for nearly 12%, and 5 of 6 from charity stripe for 83%. Second half, Broncos were 13 of 28 for 46% overall, 4-13 from beyond the arc for 31%, 11-19 for 58% for charity stripe, but a good amount of that was towards the end. when New Mexico was trying to make a little bit of comeback, they did get within a bucket and a half, a possession half at times, because we were starting to miss some free throws in the final 4 minutes, which has been a bit of an issue in some games. Seemed like a front end of some one-on-ones inside the final 4 minutes of the game, and including a turnover as we're inbound the ball from near our basket, and I think New Mexico got points off that. So there's still a lot of work to be desired from this team when it comes to how they play and how they execute and finish and take care of the ball in the final 4 minutes of the game. Overall, they're 20-56 on the floor for 36%, 6 of 30 for 3 for 20%, and 16 of 25 from the charity stripe for 64%. 22 points in the paint, 9 points off New Mexico turnovers, 5 sick chance points, 10 fast break points, and 37 points from the bench. Again led by the player of the game, Spencer Ahrens. Again led the charge in the second half to get us back to the game and also helped us get the lead back as well. In terms of points off turnovers, Mexico got 2 in the first, 4 in the second. Broncos had 7 in the first, 2 in the second. Sick chance points, New Mexico got 5 in the first, 3 in the second. Broncos had 2 in the first, 3 in the second. Bench points, Mexico 4 in the first, 3 in the second. Broncos 14 in the first, 23 in the second. There's the points in the paint. Mexico 12 in the first, 18 in the second. Broncos 8 in the first, 14 in the second. Fast break points, 2 in the first, 8 in the second for New Mexico, 7 in the first, 3 in the second for the Broncos. Mexico had 4 all boards in first, 5 in the second. Broncos had 4 offensive boards apiece in each half. Lobos had 2 or blocked 2 shots in each half. Broncos 4 block shots first, had 3 in the second. Both teams had 5 turnovers in the first half. Mexico had 3 in the first, 3 in the second. Broncos 4 in the second. So overall, a solid win for the Broncos at home, led by freshman Pearson Carmichael at the bench. In a game that was pretty big for the Broncos to win. Because again, this is going to be the last time we host New Mexico. And it helps keep us more or less alive in the hunt for either at large or a Q bid. Because right now, at the time of this, because recording this at 9:30 on January 2nd, in terms of the net rankings, the KenPom rankings right now, Boise State and KenPom moved up to 52nd. It's a bean. So they moved up a few in the KenPom. Right now the net Boise State is 43rd. So they moved up a spot. Well, at least since it was the last update again. This two games yesterday. Again, the game was on Tuesday. So overall, Boise State is still holding strong in the upper, close to the top 50 of both, which is pretty good. And they also play on the road this Saturday, so might as well go into preview that one. They'll take on San Diego State. And I'll do that preview in a separate video. So again, the Broncos had a nice win against New Mexico on Tuesday night. Game that was played on Fox Sports 1 and had a real good showing and showed that we can find ways to win games even when we're not playing at our best offensively in terms of making our shots and playing to the opponent's strength a bit. Again, in terms of settling for threes. It's part of the reason why we lost Nevada was that we settled for a lot of 3-point shots, didn't make a lot of them, and last time and again it looked like we were starting to do the same thing, but we changed the approach a bit, got leads, and yes, Mexico did go on that big run to start the second half, but still, with that storm, scratch and clawed our way back to the game, took a lead, and didn't relinquish it, even though we allowed New Mexico to get back in the game and get to within as many as like 4 or 5 points. There's one point we're up by like 11 or 12, but yeah, we allowed New Mexico will it 2 down to about all the 5 points. And we wound up winning the game by 9. Again, because of some issues shooting at free throws in the final 4 minutes and some issues with ball control as well. But overall, though, the win was still good. Get Phoam in Vegas had this be a 5.5 point win for the Broncos. We wound up winning by 9, so covered both those. So that's great. And so again, they'll be playing on Saturday. I'll do a little preview of that in the next couple videos. So until then, hope you all had a great kickoff to New Year. And here's to a healthy and prosperous New Year for all of you, for myself, and for Boise State University Athletics. Go Broncos.